Fiend record, you know what I'm saying? People been wanting to hear, a No Limit artist and a Cash Money artist, collaborate for a long time, right? And me and Fiend, been having a relationship, for a long time. Like, that's my dude, you know what I'm saying? My homie, like I'm talking about, with Fiend, hard body. So, we been had did some work together, but never got a chance to put it out. But I definitely, want to. He matter of fact, he sent me the record, and man, once I heard the hook, I was like, bro, I need this. You know what I'm saying? I need this for
Yeah.
the album. You know what I mean? And me and Finesse2Tymes, he one of the first people that came, got me, and put me on the record. Like, soon as I came out the door, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was in the feds together. Like, we ain't get to run these into each other on the yard, you know what I'm saying? But we was in Atlanta together, during COVID-19, but we was on, 23 and 1 lockdown. But, we used to send each other messages, through the COs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we had already, talked about collaborating once we got out. And shit, you know what I'm saying? When we got out, we made that happen, you know what I mean? And the Fredo Bang record, you know what I'm saying? Like, that I've been a fan of Fredo like since I was in jail, you know what I'm saying? That was somebody that, I wanted to come home and work with, you know what I'm saying? I felt like the homie was super dope. He represented Louisiana to the fullest. So, we when I came home, we established, a friendship, and started building on it. And we've been working together a lot. I just was on, his tape that he just dropped out about a week or two ago. You know what I mean? And we was even talking about doing a tape together. But yeah, man, that feature came together just on some real G shit. And the Derez Deshawn record, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a fan. Like, I was in jail when he came out with the Hardaway record, and that was one of the records I used to work out to, like,
Yeah.
damn near every day. Like, that shit was super dope, super hot. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like, he was a dope artist that could, give me, a different sound and a different flavor. So, I ended up getting in touch with him, and we chopped it up. And he just was letting me know how long he been a fan of mine, and it was an honor to work with me and things of that nature. So I sent him a record, and I was like, man, I was like, what you hear on this, man? You know what I'm saying? I need you to put a hook on here for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Something soulful. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And, he sent that bitch back, and I was like, oh, man, this some Grammy type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how that came about. Me and E40, been having a relationship and been, brothers since, like, man, 96, I'm 98, man. You know what I'm saying? So, the big homie had put me on his last album, that he put out a couple of months ago. And I just was like, man, I need that OG presence on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody I came
Yeah.
up under, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I look up to, you know what I'm saying? So, I reached out to 40 Water, man, and was like, man, I'm about to send you something, man. I need you to play this. And, I sent it to him, and he sent it right back. But yeah, man, that's basically how majority of the features came about.